Welcome back, everyone. Let's go ahead and jump right in. A proclamation. Ooh, new prophet. I don't care. Lost lands. Almost nothing. I'm really thinking they should have. They either had a really bad expansion, since I never ended up with any scouts and didn't have the forts up soon enough. I couldn't even create a couple more. They had a really bad expansion, or perhaps the Amazons have went to war with them. I'm fairly certain. Uh, they should not be running out of troops like this. Lanka, as you saw, just kept pumping troops at me for the longest time. This is more the type of troops you see when they're basically dead earlier in the game, on like a normal type play. I'm fairly certain they just went to war and just lost. Um, I lost 3 of my Pell ones. I took out their temple. Very good. Okay. We now have Barren Crags. Not a single casualty. Deadlands. Um, okay. Let's go ahead and pop down here and take a peek. They tried to take their fort again. Foresaw a great disaster. That's the great thing about all your little guys, man. All of your little guys. Fortune Teller 5. Uh, kind of a little expensive. You don't want a bunch of these guys just sitting around, but you can mitigate a lot of your bad events if you want to take that misfortune skill I was talking about. You could probably even get away with 2. 2's usually more than what I like. Man, I like seeing that a lot. I believe I broke both forts this turn, though. Yes, and yes. Another neat little trick. I'm going to do it with my prophet here. Don't have everybody storm the castle. For whatever reason, if I lose this, I want this guy to keep the fortification at 0 defense, because right now it has no extra defense. I don't want them gaining that back. I think next I'm just going to try to sit their capital. Freak Lord, not very good. Nothing to really be concerned about. This is going to be about my best spot for my temple. It's actually sandwiched in by 3 forts. There's 2 adjoining provinces that also have the province defense, meaning I can move out even these little guys with a few earth gems on them to use an earth power, and then try to do some probably Maws of the Earth along with some light flying shards or something as a defense of this temple. You don't want to put the temples where they're completely exposed. In fact, I might be throwing another temple right here as well. I'm a little more nervous right here where I border the enemy. We'll have to see how my gold holds up here. This is one thing I really dislike. The way the turn order works is you get your gems, and then, or they try to cast rituals, and then you get your gems. So even though I have enough to maintain all 4 of these summoning forever like this, I have to basically tell these 2 every turn, cast the same spell again. I'm not going to do that. I want to start building up my earth income, which I have drained quite heavily. So I'm going to be scooting these guys. I wonder, did I not? Some barbarian seem to be preparing for a large-scale attack. No attack, though. You know, why don't we just pop over here and Get a couple Blade Wind guys going. I'm going to be pulling them up to this fort anyways, in case they'd like to go at it anytime soon, which is a possibility. Okay, I mean, Satis is basically dead. I want another Skull Staff. I'm going to be making this one plus one other. Not quite what I need yet. That's fine though. Alright. Fairly good clip on the turn here. My gold is holding out. I'm actually going to back these off probably to engravers right now. My gems are basically decimated. I don't need any more casters along here. I, however, could use the research quite desperately. Battle in Lost Lands. They're going to try to take the fort before I storm it. Did I tell them to storm it this turn? I don't believe I did. No. Wow, I only did the one fortress. My bad on that, because I should be taking another fort this turn. I lost another Penumbral. Let's just take a quick peek and see how their province defense is looking. Not incredibly big. These barbarians just hit hard. You'd like to rout them before they ever come into play. Yeah, see a couple swings and they just take one out. They've got the high damage attacks. That's just all there is to it. Not a big deal. Baron Crag, they're going to try to knock me off the fortress again. They don't succeed. Although I lost a Ulm here somehow. I'm not exactly sure what happened there to make me lose one. I'm not going to stop and look through it either. It's probably a fire shield or something on a guy too close to him. Troll lands. Alright. Wiped out another major army. Very good. And then the fortress itself. I have captured the fortress. I have lost a ton of my great Ulms and an Earth Reader. There was a lot of guys in there. That should basically break their back, though, at this point. 74 gold. This would be the Barbarian. Oh, really? Wow, Lanka's got another one down here. And it looks like they have some lizards. That would be really late, but I guess I'll make use of it if they do end up having them. Lost this. And there's Satis's capital, I believe. I can't see it with my little record thing up there. I'm just going to step back a turn here. Condense my forces. Mainly I'm looking to see if any of these guys are diseased. halved magic skills. That's very actually bad. Does he happen to be my one divine blessing? Yes, so I want to switch him over to a magma eruption spam like my little guys and switch over my divine blessing to him. I lost all my pale ones, or did they all retreat somewhere here? Got a couple that retreated down to here. None. None. So I just lost most of them. Okay. The huge loss of Mind Blasters is actually pretty bad. Not a huge problem, I'm going to say at this point. But it is something to consider. This is not going to be a problem at all. Kelp Fortresses fall in seconds with the types of armies I'm using here. I'll probably swing him up here, here, and then down to here just to make sure he doesn't try to scoot back across any of my provinces. Oh, right. I hit 7. So I need to actually go through and rescript all my guys. I'm probably just going to finish up this turn, and I'll call this one a little early. Throne of Beasts, Animal Awe. Two nature gems is what I'm looking at, though. The Animal Awe will not do me a whole lot. I'm going to go ahead and pop him back in and start researching. Get my last Skull Staff online. Very good. I got a 2 death right off the bat. They are going to be much, much better than the 1 deaths that I pick up. 1 death is not terribly useful. The 4 earth is not terribly unuseful, though. It's just that most of my little guys can do most of my earth casting that I want. 2 earth with a summon earth power should take care of it. 4 earth is not really needed at this point. And still no barbarian attack. Okay. I'm going to offset those ever so slightly. Then we are going to find... Actually, we're gonna watch that battle again and see just how... Mainly, I want to see how much room I have right up here. Okay, so these guys are way down on the bottom. I can scoot one of my mages here into about this spot here and go with a marble warriors for these. I'd rather use a water guy because these guys are both carrying a bunch of undead. And I'd like to keep the undead leadership here in case one of them dies for whatever reason. Make sure you're not diseased and going to die soon. Okay, you're not. Oh. I'm going to go ahead and actually slightly unstack those guys again. Something like that. Now my Earth Reader is no longer going to be Blade Winding. He's going to be running Summon Earth Power. Marble Warriors. Oh, I don't have any Earth Gems up here. I'm almost thinking just back all my summoners off at this point. At least for my Earth Gems. My Earth Gems are, right now, very valuable in the battlefield. The summons have basically carried me through a large portion of the game, but I think I'm done with my Earth Elementals. In fact, that is exactly what I'm going to do. I want to be able to get my Marble Warriors off. I want to be able to get lots of Earthquakes off if needed. And I need to start stockpiling. At Enchantment 7, only 2 more to go till I am going to be needing to pull out the Imprisoned ones as well. So here we are going to be picking up another Scout. Actually, I don't want you forging a Skull Staff either. I want you moving towards the front line. Since I got a Death 2 guy here, I can forge the Skull Staff with him. I want to get up here and I want to start using the darkness in what's left of this war up on my northern border. It'll probably be used in the storming of both of these forts here. Another Freak Lord. Wow, the game is really digging those Freak Lords here. You know, actually, I am just going to call this. I'm going to be doing a bunch of rescripting here. Basically like I was doing with the Iron Warriors up here. For those of you that don't, or not Iron, Marble Warriors. For those of you who do not know what Marble Warriors is, very, very low range, area of effect 25 though. I'm wanting to kind of have my guys right up in the mix with my troops, and I'll hopefully get off 2 Marble Warriors hitting a majority of a large group of either Penumbrals or my Elementals. So I want to go ahead and rescript a bunch of my guys. That's going to be kind of tedious. I'll probably just show you at the beginning of the next video what orders I'm going with and how I've placed my troops. Alright, see you next time.